And welcome to Rauta's Reviews. Today's band is not a typical band considering whatever metal, because this one didn't start as a death metal band what it nowadays is. It's also a band that kinda ceased its activity for a few years before it made a comeback. This one is called Mammoth Grinder, and the album we have today is called Cosmic Crypt. So here is the cover image. As you can see, pretty gruesome skeletal beings, weird lighting and all that stuff. So, looks like death metal, and certainly it is. Here's the back cover, and inside we don't find any lyrics, but more of weird yet nice, kind of a bizarre art even. And the CD follows pretty much the same idea here. And then we have the back sheet with a nice promotional hole here, and so you can see the track list of Cosmic Crypt, and inside kind of a stylist lineup photo of Mammoth Grinder. Now, Mammoth Grinder is by no means a typical name for a death metal band, but this is explained. First of all, this band started in around 2005 as a hardcore punk / sludge band, so nothing related to death metal so much. But later on it kind of changed its style, kept its name, and continued to do albums. But around 2014 the band actually ceased for whatever reasons, unknown to us anyway, and came back some 3 years later on, and this is now their comeback album for 2018, released in 26th of January. And let me tell you, this is some fine piece of kind of a traditional old school death metal. But it's not old school death metal the United States way so much as it reminds me of Swedish death metal. Think of Sunlight Sound and the early or mid 90s bands like Dismember, Entombed, and all that stuff, Carnage maybe, and you got some idea what this band is all about. Not so much fast tempo, brutality, like Dayside and stuff, but more on the mid tempo side. But like I said, more in the Swedish style rather than maybe Obituary and the like. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, delivering that kind of old school heaviness in 2018. Quite the contrary, because good stuff never goes out of fashion, right? At least in my opinion, because while Mammoth Grinder isn't exactly bringing anything new to the table, at least it's delivering very strong, very heavy, kind of lead-packed album with just those crushing riffs, chugging guitars, and kind of a echoed growling that is coming some far distant place. So it's kind of something familiar and something that is not related so much to early 90s. But death metal is the name of the game, and there is not much weird gimmicks that this band is doing. So it's basically cut-ridden most of its hardcore punk sludge and all that stuff, and just focusing on some death metal that was conceived some almost 30 years ago. Now, like I said, with good production, good vocals, and solid riffs, there is nothing wrong with that kind of stuff. The only problematic thing is, or could in theory be, that is this worthwhile to add in your collection if you already have all the key albums and releases of the given genre? Well, in my opinion, at least you should give this one a listen and think for yourself, because this is on the good side, not on the bad side. This might not be the killer album of 2018, but it's definitely on the better side of the offerings we have this year, and at least one of the better albums to come out in January 2018. For death metal heads, this is definitely a kind of a must listen to album, and those who are in doubt, prove yourselves wrong and give this one a chance. Mammoth Grinder, thumbs up. Go check it out from Bandcamp or whatever sites you feel comfortable with, and hope you like the album. As always, please click the thumb up if you like the review, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it so far. As always, more stuff to come your way soon. Stay metal and keep brutalizing.